Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture series on working capital. You are watching Important Concepts of Finance with Sonali. Friends, in this video we shall discuss working capital meaning and its types. Let us begin with the meaning of working capital. As the name suggests, working capital is that part of capital required for financing day-to-day operations. It refers to the firm's investment in current assets. Current assets keep revolving. Therefore, this capital is also known as circulating capital or floating capital. It also refers to the excess of current assets over current liabilities. Therefore, this capital is considered as a measure of liquidity and also useful for internal control. Let us have a quick look on current assets and current liabilities. Current assets are assets which are held for their conversion into cash, normally within a period of 1 year. Few examples are cash in hand, bank, debtors, bills receivables, stock, marketable securities, prepaid expenses, short-term loans and advances, etc. Whereas current liabilities are liabilities which are expected to be paid normally within a period of 1 year. Examples are creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, bank overdraft, income received in advance, provision for taxation, unclaimed dividend, etc. Working capital mainly has two approaches: balance sheet approach and operating cycle approach. Now, according to balance sheet approach, working capital can be gross and net. Gross working capital refers to the firm's investment in current assets only. This is a quantitative concept and gives an absolute amount, absolute figure. This working capital indicates the amount of the current assets available for day-to-day requirements. Therefore, usually management is interested in this concept. And net working capital refers to the difference between current assets and current liabilities. This is a qualitative concept and it gives a comparative amount, comparative figure. This working capital indicates liquidity of a firm. Therefore, usually creditors are more interested in this concept. Then, according to operating cycle approach, there are again two types: permanent working capital and temporary working capital. Permanent working capital refers to the minimum level of working capital required to carry the firm's operations irrespective of change in the production level. Those assets in which this capital is invested are known as core current assets. Whereas temporary working capital refers to extra capital over and above the permanent working capital. This capital is required to support the changing levels of production. This is also called fluctuating working capital. Now look at this chart. We can see that the permanent level is constant and the line is horizontal, and temporary is fluctuating above that line. Whereas in case of an expanding firm, the permanent working capital may increase or decrease to support a rising level of activity. Now talking about net working capital, on the basis of result or on the basis of management policy, working capital can be positive or negative. Now when current assets are greater than current liabilities, it is called as positive working capital and it indicates favorable liquidity and solvency position. In positive working capital, there are three approaches: conservative approach, moderate approach and aggressive approach. Like it can be very high, adequate or very low. In conservative approach, firms keep more investment in current assets. Means in this situation, current ratio is greater than 2 is to 1 or greater than required or industry norms. It indicates the presence of unused funds with the firm. This excessive investment in current assets may result in low profitability. Whereas in moderate approach, firms try to maintain a current ratio exactly as per standard that is 2:1 or as per industry norm or nearby. It indicates good liquidity and such firm has ability to meet its short-term obligations. In an aggressive approach, the firm keeps current assets slightly higher or equal to current liabilities. Here the current ratio is less than 2:1 or less than required or standard. It shows inadequate investment made in current assets resulting in low liquidity and may threaten the short-term solvency of the firm. And when current assets are less than current liabilities, it is called negative working capital. Negative working capital is not good if it is a result of management inefficiency, but it is good if it is a result of management policy. Negative working capital indicates that not only current assets but some part of fixed assets are also financed by current liabilities. Negative working capital is considered as a way to increase firm's sales by using others' money. It is necessary that firms with uncertain cash inflow should always maintain adequate working capital, whereas firms with guaranteed and predictable cash inflow can have low or negative working capital. Basically, firms having good brand name, good relationship with customers and suppliers, firms keeping low inventory or low debtors can have negative working capital. Examples of successful industries having negative working capital are Reliance Industries and Walmart. Reliance Industries net working capital on March 2020 was minus 1,54,656 crores, and of Walmart as on January 2020 it was minus $13.680 million. Okay friends, this is all for today. In next lecture we shall see why working capital is required.